Spain tend to start slowly at World Cups, but nobody expected Cape Verde draw. Open extended reactions Atlanta as Spain searched for their spark in their 2026 World Cup debut. The crowd waited for the team's star, Lamine Yamal. The European champions had their moments in this 0-0 draw. 27 shots, 7 on target, 2.29 expected goals, with chances for Ferran, Torres and Marc. Cucurella very influential on the left. But overall, Spain struggled against a brave, well-organized opponent in Cape Verde, inspired by goalkeeper Vozinha 7 saves, who turned 40 just 2 weeks before the World Cup. Ultimately, La Roja were missing Yamal. He has been everywhere in Atlanta, his image filling billboards on the sides of skyscrapers, but for 70 minutes here, he wasn't on the pitch, and you could tangibly feel his absence. Coach Luis de la Fuente had confirmed a day earlier that Yamal was fit but not yet ready to start, and the consequences were here for the world to see. World Cup 2026, fixtures, results, all coverage, VAR review, all the incidents at the World Cup standings, knockout round bracket, Spain's visceral play in their most recent major tournament, Euro 2024, was built on the talent of flying wingers Yamal and Nico Williams. But this season, Williams has lost his form, while Yamal has been racing to recover from an injury sustained with Barcelona in April. One of the doubts about Spain's World Cup prospects, where they've been placed firmly among the tournament favorites for months, has been, how do they look without Yamal and an in-form Williams? And with neither player in their best shape, how long will that remain a concern? Those doubts will grow after a goalless draw, with Cape Verde the third smallest nation by population to ever play at a World Cup, in which Spain generated 2.29 xG to Cape Verde's 0.29 and completed over 700 largely sideways passes over the 90 minutes. As soon as Lamine came on, he changed how Cape Verde were playing, de la Fuente said afterward. It was the amount of time we thought he could play. We're sure in the next game the team will do better. Spain's stunning 0-0 draw shouldn't cause the European champions to panic yet, but they clearly need a big, winning response against Saudi Arabia on Saturday. Maddie Mayer FIFA via Getty Images. Now, it's worth remembering that for all their talent over the years, Spain have often underwhelmed in their debut games at these tournaments. They lost their opening match in 2010 and went on to win the competition. They failed to win their opening games in 2014 and 2018, too, before a 7-0 debut victory against Costa Rica in 2022 that proved a false dawn. Only 3 times in 14 World Cup appearances prior to 2022 had they opened with victory. In 1934 against Brazil, in 2002 against Slovenia, and in 2006 against Ukraine. There's extreme equality and difficulty at this World Cup, de la Fuente said. Cape Verde were clearly inferior to us, but they did the things they had to do well. We have to keep growing. With the talent these players have, that's the way. We're calm. This is a long tournament, and in our heads we've still got 7 games left. It's much too early for one of the frontrunners to panic, but Germany scored 7 goals in their opening game against Curaçao, Sweden scored 5 against Tunisia, and the US as co-hosts scored 4 against Paraguay. And Spain, for all their ability, couldn't find the net against Cape Verde. With no proven alternatives to Williams and Yamal on the wings, a reassessment of what Spain can do as they wait for those two to find form and fitness might be in order. Play 134 Burley. Cape Verde couldn't have given a better account of themselves before the game. Yamal was Spain's player onto the pitch for the warm-up, a custom of his with Barca, taking to the field long after his teammates as if playing to the crowd. Without him, de la Fuente had picked midfielder Gavi on the left and Torres on the right. The result was a team without natural attacking width, the wings occupied by fullbacks Cucurella and Marcos Llorente. Yamal isn't Spain's only star. They've got